Hi folks, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Boy, you had a shocker this morning there on the East Coast. White House, New Jersey. There was a magnitude 4.8 earthquake at 10:23 a.m. USGS is now reporting 7 earthquakes. So we got 6 aftershocks. We got a magnitude 2.2, a 2.0, a 1.8, another 2.0, a 1.8, and a 2.0. All about 5 kilometers, or let's see, how deep are they? Yeah, all real shallow. 3.1 miles. Let me bring this out. This probably was caused, and I've talked about this many a time, because of the weakening of the Earth's magnetic field. Many of these ancient rifts are being reactivated. This is the largest earthquake in this location since 1884. Down over here, there was a magnitude 5.2 earthquake. This area is what is called the Newark Rift Basin. Yeah, take a note of that when I talk about ancient fault lines being reactivated. It is located in the northeastern United States, primarily in New Jersey. It is one of several rift basins along the east coast of North America. The basin was formed during the breakup of the supercontinent Pangaea about 200 million years ago during the Triassic period. Let me show you something. I have a map for you showing the Newark Basin, and this is the east coast of the U.S. Yep, and let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you so you can see the direction of the faults. We got the North American plate over here on the left, and we got the Atlantic Ocean on the right. Can you see that? Do I need to make it a little bit bigger? Let me see here. Let me bring it over. Bring it down. Can I bring it down? There we go. Here you can see it extends all the way up towards Nova Scotia and all the way down here by Georgia and Florida. Yep. 164,156 people said they felt this earthquake. They gave it an intensity level of 7. USGS gave it an intensity level of 6. Let's take a look at the moment tensor ball. Just like the map that I showed you the direction that the fault is moving, is going from actually west to east, which is really unusual for this location. Yeah, so we got it going from west to east, and it actually dipped down a little bit. This is the felt map of all the people that sent in reports to USGS. Did you feel it website? All the way up there to Montreal, Nova Scotia, it looks like, all the way to Michigan. Let's see. Boy, we got reports from, what is that? St. Paul? That is utterly amazing. St. Louis. I just posted a video about the New Madrid. Yeah. And to think that this earthquake could trigger earthquakes along other fault zones. And yeah, you got the New Madrid way over there. We got reports all the way down by Orlando, Florida, New Orleans, Houston, Texas. Yeah, Kansas City, Missouri. What else do we got? Minneapolis. Yeah, there's a few reports from there too. Look at that. Is that Sioux Falls, South Dakota? Yeah, we got a report from there. 3 reports from Sioux Falls. I was busy working on another video and I felt something, but I just ignored it, thinking it was just the cats. Des Moines, Iowa. Amazing. Here's the strongest reports. Intensity level 5, 5. There supposedly was some 7s, but I don't. What we got down here? I don't see it. So is this a foreshock for something much larger? Don't know. Time will tell. I hope you're earthquake prepared. A lot of the buildings there are not, I'm sorry to say, to the standards where they're reinforced. You got a lot of brick and mortar, which would have damage from large earthquakes. Look at that. Let me look at the seismic signature for you. Okay. This was a very shallow earthquake, only about 2.9 miles, almost 3 miles in depth. This was not caused by the Ramapo fault zone, which is drawn out in red. Ground stops were issued at numerous airports, including Newark, JFK, Baltimore, Washington, and Maryland. Crews assessed or looked around, made sure there was no potential structural damage. The New Jersey Transit rail service was also shut down for about 20 minutes in both directions due to bridge inspections. Yeah, how fast can they do bridge inspections in 20 minutes? So unusual was this earthquake that the White House was notified. President Biden was briefed on the earthquake, and the administration said they're in touch with federal and state and local officials. New York City, Eric Adams said there was no reports of damage. I really don't believe that. Do you guys have damage from this earthquake? Let me know. Now, evidently, New York City sent out an emergency alert at 11:02, about 40 minutes after the earthquake. A second alert warned New York residents of potential aftershocks. Well, that's a given. Now, Kathy Hochul, who is the governor of New York, she was also in contact with Homeland Security, which is interesting. Boy, the conspiracy is going to fly about that. Over here's New York. Okay. Iran has threatened retaliation because of, what was it, the Israeli strike that killed several of their people there in Damascus. A lot of people talk about earthquake machines, things like that. Yeah, what do you think? Boy, that's something to think about. So, intensity level 7 that was reported by people to USGS means everybody ran outdoors. Damage to buildings varies depending on the quality of construction, and it was definitely noticed by drivers of automobiles. Yeah, did you notice it and stop while you were driving? Now, this report, about 5 kilometers north from the epicenter, said there was 2 aftershocks. Crazy rumbling. There was a massive explosion going on in the basement. They ran out of the house because they thought it was collapsing. Let's see, another one. Whole house was shaking and noisy. Was very loud, ran outside of my office because I was afraid the building may collapse if it got worse. Another one said their condo shook for about 30 to 45 seconds. High Bridge woke up to a really loud noise and their bed was shaking. Felt like the office building was going to collapse in Bridgewater. Another report from Bridgewater. Very loud. Everyone ran out of the building because I was afraid the building was going to collapse. Okay. Another one from Bedminster. Whole house was shaking. A lot of pictures fell off the wall here in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Okay, what kind of damage do you have? You guys, I know you got damage. Tremendous rumbling and shaking. Sounded like the house was collapsing for probably 30 seconds or more. Tremor followed about 5 minutes later. No emergency notification. No idea what is going on. Well, yeah, they sent out the notice late. Yeah. It's interesting that these earthquakes are showing up westward on past the Ramapo fault zone. So that would be at 2:49 p.m. local time. Yeah. Boy, I hope that doesn't trigger something for the Ramapo fault. You just don't know. So what are your thoughts? Do you go along with the conspiracy that this was created by a foreign government? Yeah, what are your thoughts? And what kind of damage did you possibly have? How did your pets react prior to this earthquake? Were they acting up several hours before? Yeah, that would stir up some more conspiracy, wouldn't it? If there was some kind of laser or sound wave, whatever, that the animals would be picking up. Very strange. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.